Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
Spurs and Grizzlies. Grizzlies 13 and a half, and the total here is 238. I don't really have any steam, I don't think, to report in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try an under here, though, in this one. I know the Grizzlies have been putting up a ton of points. They rank 8th at 116. Spurs, on the other hand, 18th. Under is, though, 6-1. Grizzlies last 7 here, playing on some days rest. So I'm going to go ahead and go under that 239, I don't know, and a half-ish.
Yeah, yep. Well, down to 238 actually, Mindy, in this
Okay.
one. So looks like the move's kind of going with you a little bit on this one. Can't have them all go your way.
What?
But Carl does say, he says,
I think today's my day, Ramon. Maybe they all could. Oh,
Carl does want to go against you, but he's got that 238 and a half. But Blake is with you on the under in this one. Scott says, watch out for that high pace. Is it high pace with San Antonio or just bad D? Both, no doubt about it. I think Ron was talking about this game when I popped it up there, that 239.
Yeah, so, I think so.
I'm worried. You see the chat is mixed. I think Mindy and I are kind of mixed on this one as well, because I'm concerned that Memphis might put up a big number here tonight. But Scott's both, not only this game but the one before it as well, because the lines were about the same, and he likes the same pick in the two games, so just try to put him right in the middle. And but I think for me, then I'll defer to the side, and I'm going with the Memphis Grizzlies right now in this one. I'm gonna roll with them minus a big number here. Maybe I can get 13 and a half. It looks like 14 at some places, so I'll put 14. But it looks like Ja is going to be probable with that thigh problem, and he'll be in there in this one. So we saw last game; it didn't matter, right?
Right.
With Ja was out, and they still crushed. That's a great sign and it went way over too, if I'm not mistaken. And it's funny because you think of you're missing Ja, and oh well, maybe it'll go under. But remember, Mindy, and everybody's kind of seen it now when Ja can waste 10 seconds in the backcourt being a goofball with the ball on the ground and the clock running and nobody guarding him. So the backcourt, the backcourt clock doesn't start either. And then the defender had to run all the way up and start guarding him, and then he picked up the ball. I don't know if you saw that I think it was over the weekend.
I did not see that, but
what happened was fun. So who are they playing, guys? Trying to remember, but let me see if I can recall my memory on that. It might have been the game. Maybe it was the game against. Maybe it was. No, I'm not sure. Maybe it was the Charlotte game, maybe even a week ago. But they inbounded the ball, and they just kind of Ja told them to roll the ball in barely, and the clock doesn't start if you're not getting guarded. So he stood there for about 8 to 10 seconds with the ball just on the ground. It was Charlotte. It was definitely Charlotte because the fans were booing, but he's just standing there like, hey, come and get me. I could just let this clock run. And finally, a defender had to run across the court, start to guard him. He picks up the ball, and then action resumes. But it was kind of an interesting or unique play. I don't know. It was helping the under a little bit there for a little bit. That game ended up being 131-107. Memphis ended up crushing them anyways. But yeah, KG said it was the Charlotte game. Yep. I remember it now because those Charlotte fans were booing. Okay, so Mindy's going to be on the under, and I'm going to take Memphis. I'll say 14. I know there's some 13 and a halves out there, but I'm going to lay it, and I'll just take the
lumps.
Yeah, I like to, because here's the thing, when you see a lot of cappers, and I'm not saying I'm special or anything, or I'm different than others, but why not as a public capper, a lot of them will just look for the best line, and I don't have a problem with that because you should. Everyone should look for the best lines, and you should too. But as a public capper, if you give yourself the worst line, then when your viewers, if you will, go to see the line at a lower line, then they're going to be like, you know what, this is even a better line than what the capper was saying. And so that's why I always on free plays and stuff like that, I'm always going to give kind of the worst line for me if there's a little bit of variance between them like this in this situation. So on the screen, we'll leave it up there, 13.5. Okay.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.